Hello students, in this lecture we shall discuss another type of differential equation, and this type is known as linear differential equation. So our today's topic is linear differential equation. In general form, a first order and first degree differential equation can be written as dy by dx equals to function of xy. Now suppose that this first order and first degree differential equation satisfies some properties. What are those properties? The first property is, in this general form, in this differential equation, the maximum degree of the dependent variable, is 1. The maximum degree of the dependent variable is 1. Here the dependent variable is y, so y can have maximum degree 1. We cannot have y2 or y3 in this differential equation. For it to be linear, in general form it can have. The second one is, so the maximum degree of dependent variable must be 1. Second condition is, there is no product of dependent variable and the differential coefficient. Dependent variable and the differential coefficient. If the dependent variable is y and the differential coefficient, then the differential coefficient with respect to x will be dy by dx. So for this equation to be linear, it cannot have the product of y and dy by dx. So this type of term cannot occur in this differential equation for it to be linear. So we will not have y into dy by dx. And the third condition, third property that must be satisfied is, there does not have any transcendental function of dependent variable or differential coefficient. Suppose we have a transcendental function sine. Now this transcendental function cannot occur with respect to a dependent variable or the differential coefficient. Sine y, we cannot have sine y in this type of differential equation for it to be linear, or we cannot have sine dy by dx. Okay, or it is not up to sine, it is for all the transcendental functions. We cannot have e to the power y, we cannot have log dy by dx. So this type of terms cannot occur in this differential equation. So a first order, first degree differential equation is said to be linear if it satisfies the following properties. The first property is the maximum degree of dependent variable is 1. Since the dependent variable here is y, so its maximum degree can be 1. Another one is, there is no product of dependent variable and the differential coefficient. We cannot have the product of y and dy by dx in this differential equation. And third one is, there does not have any transcendental function of dependent variable or differential coefficient. We cannot have any transcendental function with respect to the dependent variable or the differential coefficient. If these three properties are satisfied, then this first order and first degree differential equation is said to be linear. Then this first order and first degree differential equation is said to be linear, and it can be put into the standard form. What is its standard form? If these conditions are satisfied, then this general form of first order and first degree differential equation, it is known as linear differential equation, and its standard form is dy by dx plus py equals to q, where p and q are where P and Q are functions of x or constants. If any first order and first degree differential equation satisfies these three properties, then it can be put into a standard form of linear differential equation. Then it is a linear differential equation and can be put into this form: dy by dx plus py equals to q. If the dependent variable is y, if the dependent variable is x, then the roles of y and x interchange. So here it is dy by dx plus py equals to q, where p and q, these two functions p and q, these are functions of x only, or constants. P can be a function of x, it cannot be a function of y. Q can be a function of x, it cannot be a function of y, and these two can be constants. Now dy by dx plus py equals to q, it is a linear differential equation. And how to solve this linear differential equation? Let's see. Here the standard form of linear differential equation is dy by dx plus py equals to q, where p and q are functions of x or constants. Now to make it into an integrating form, or to solve this type of differential equation, linear differential equation, we use a multiplier, e to the power integral p into dx. We use a multiplier e to the power integral p dx. We multiply this equation both sides by this term, multiplying equation 1 on both sides by e to the power integral p dx. Then see what happens. We have e to the power integral p dx over here into dy by dx plus py equals to q into e to the power integral p dx. Now if we multiply this term with these terms, we get e to the power integral p dx dy by dx plus py e to the power integral p dx equals to q into e to the power integral p dx. Now we will see that the left hand side is an exact differential. How it is an exact differential? If we differentiate with respect to x, the product of y and e to the power integral p dx, if we differentiate the product of y and e to the power integral p dx with respect to x, then what happens? Y will remain as it is, and we will differentiate this term e to the power integral p dx. On differentiating this term, we will get e to the power integral p dx as it is. Here it is, and the function in the exponential power will again be differentiated. So here it is integration, and on differentiating it with respect to x, these integration and differentiation will cancel out, and we will get t. So here we will get the first term as this, and when the second term remain as it is, we will get dy by dx, which is this term. So these two terms add up to form an exact differential d over dx y into e to the power p dx equals to q e to the power integral p dx. Now integrating both sides with respect to x. On integrating both sides with respect to x, we get here the differential integration will cancel out, and we will get y into e to the power integral p dx equals to integral q into e to the power integral p dx plus constant of integration c. So this is the required solution of the linear differential equation dy by dx plus py equals to q. Here the term which we use to multiply both sides to make it exact on the left hand side or make it integrable is known as integrating factor. This term is known as integrating factor of linear differential equation. It is integrating factor. This integrating factor on multiplication on both sides in the given differential equation makes it exact. It makes the differential equation exact. So it is an integrating factor. What happens? We will be given a differential equation which is in linear form, standard linear form, dy by dx plus py equals to q. We will be able to identify p and q directly by comparing it with standard form. The given differential equation can be compared with this standard form and we will get p and q. First, we will calculate the integrating factor. In finding the solutions, first we will find the integrating factor. When we will get the integrating factor, we will directly use this term. We will directly use this equation to give the solution of this linear differential equation. Or you can proceed as follows. This is the general method to solve. We can directly use this solution of linear differential equation. In this solution, this term is integrating factor. It can be replaced by integrating factor. So, if the dependent variable is y, then this standard form of linear differential equation will be of the form dx over dy plus px equals to q, where p and q both are functions of y or constants. And the solution will also change. Here the dependent variable is y, so it will become, the solution will become x into, the integrating factor will be, in this case the integrating factor will be e to the power integral p dy, and the solution will be x into integrating factor equals to q into integrating factor dy plus c. Now let's do some examples on linear differential equation. The very first question is solve the differential equation sin x dy by dx plus 2y equals to 10 cube x upon 2. We are given this differential equation and we have to solve this differential equation. First we observe that the maximum degree of the dependent variable y over here is 1. The first property is satisfied. The second property, there is no product of y and dy by dx in this differential equation. Second property is also satisfied. And the third property, no transcendental function can occur with y or dy by dx. So here sin x is a transcendental function, 10 cube x upon 2 it is also a transcendental function, but these do not occur with the dependent variable. Here the independent variable is used and here it is also an independent variable, so it can happen. So this is a linear differential equation. It can be put into the standard form by dividing it with sin x, dividing by sin x on both sides. We get dy by dx plus 2 upon sin x y equals to 10 cube x upon 2. Now we can observe that it is a linear differential equation of first order and first degree. So we can write which is a linear differential equation of first order and first degree. Since it is a linear differential equation of first order and first degree and the dependent variable is y, so comparing it with standard form, comparing it with standard form dy by dx plus py equals to q. On comparing this differential equation, linear differential equation with this standard form, we get p equals to 2 upon sin x. Here in place of p it is 2 upon sin x, and in place of q it is tan q x upon 2. We get p equals to 2 upon sin x, or we can write 2 cosec x, and q equals to, wait a second, when we divide it by sin x we will get tan cube x upon 2 upon sin x. So q will be tan cube x upon 2 divided by sin x. Now when we get p and q, first we will find the integrating factor, and the integrating factor in this case will be, thus integrating factor is given by, integrating factor is equals to e to the power integral p dx. E to the power integral p is 2 cosec x dx. So it will become 2 integral cosec x dx. We know that the integration of cosec x is log tan x upon 2. Integration of cosec x is log tan x upon 2. So it will become integrating factor equals to e to the power 2 log tan x upon 2. Using the property of logarithm, we will get e to the power log tan square x upon 2, or it will become tan square x upon 2. Exponential and logarithm will cancel each other, so it will become tan square x upon 2. So the integrating factor over here is tan square x upon 2. Hence the solution of given linear differential equation is y into dependent variable into integrating factor equals to integral q into integrating factor dx plus c. On putting the values of integrating factor and q, the integrating factor is tan square x upon 2 y into tan square x upon 2. Q is tan cube x upon 2 divided by sin x, and integrating factor is tan square x upon 2 dx plus c. We will break sin x into the half angle. So since sin 2x is 2 sin x cos x, so sin x will be 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. On the right hand side it can be written as sin cube x upon 2 divided by cos cube x upon 2 into tan square x upon 2 can also be written as sin square x upon 2 divided by cos square x upon 2. 1 upon sin x can be written as 2 sin x upon 2 cos x upon 2 dx plus c. What will happen? Take 2 out in the denominator. We will get here sin x upon 2 will cancel sin x upon 2, and we will get sin to the power 4x upon 2 in the numerator. In the denominator we will get cos cube, cos 2, cos. Cos to the power 6x upon 2. So it can be written as cos to the power 4x upon 2 and 1 upon cos to square x upon 2 dx plus c. Now it can be written as half 10 to the power 4 x upon 2 sec square x upon 2 dx plus c. We will put 10 x upon 2 equals to t. Putting 10 x upon 2 equals to t, on differentiating we get sec square x upon 2. The derivative of x upon 2 is 1 upon 2, which is here, and derivative of x is dx equals to dt. So sec square x upon 2, 1 upon 2 dx will be replaced by dt, and thus it will become t to the power 4 dt plus c, and here it is y into 10 square x upon 2. Integration of t to the power 4 is t to the power 5 upon 5 plus c. T is 10x upon 2, so it will become 1 upon 5 10 to the power 5 x upon 2 plus c. Hence the required solution is y into 10 square x upon 2 equals to 1 upon 5 10 to the power 5 x upon 2 plus c. This is the required solution of given differential equation. Coming on to our next example. The next question is x cos x solve x cos x dy by dx plus y into x sin x plus cos x, y into x sin x plus cos x equals to 1. Now in this differential equation, first we observe that it is a first order and first degree differential equation. The maximum order derivative is dy by dx and its degree is 1. So it is a first order and first degree differential equation. Now here we observe that the dependent variable is y and its maximum degree is 1. The second kind property, there is no product of y and dy by dx in this differential equation. And the third one is no transcendental function occurs with the dependent variable or the differential coefficient. So there is no transcendental function sine or cos with the dependent variable y or dy by dx. Means we don't have sine y or sine dy by dx or any other transcendental function with the dependent variable or differential coefficient. So it is a linear differential equation. It can be written in the standard form by dividing it with x cos x. Dividing this differential equation with x cos x, we get dy by dx plus y x sin x plus cos x divided by x cos x equals to 1 upon x cos x. We observe that it is a linear differential equation which is a linear differential equation of first order and first degree. Comparing it with standard form, standard form is dy by dx plus py equals to q. The standard form is dy by dx plus py equals to q. On comparing it with the standard form, we get P equals to here P is in the product of y. Here with the product of y we have x sin x plus cos x upon x cos x. So P is x sin x plus cos x divided by x cos x, and Q is 1 upon x cos x. Now first we will find the integrating factor of this differential equation. Now integrating factor IF is given by e to the power integral p dx. E to the power integral p is x sin x plus cos x divided by x cos x dx. Now integrating it, we get integrating factor as e to the power integral. Separating the terms x sin x upon x cos x, we will get tan x, and on separating it with cos x we get 1 upon x, tan x plus 1 upon x dx. We know that the integration of tan x is log sec x plus, and the integration of 1 upon x is log x. So it will become e to the power log x sec x, e to the power log x sec x, or we can write it as e to the power, we can write it x sec x. Logarithm and exponential will cancel each other. So the integrating factor is x sec x. We get the integrating factor x sec x. Now when we have find out the integrating factor, we will write the solution. Thus the solution is given by y into integrating factor equals to integration q into integrating factor dx plus c. Putting the values of integrating factor and q, integrating factor is x sec x, q is 1 upon x cos x, q was 1 upon x cos x, and integrating factor is x sec x dx plus c. So it will become x y sec x equals to, x and x will cancel each other, it will become sec square x dx plus c. On integration it will become tan x plus c. Hence it is the required solution of the given linear differential equation. Thank you.